The Bucks for Books grant here at Carolina Springs Middle was able to fulfill a number of wishes for our kids. We have a lot of students here that don't have classroom or home libraries. We have a lot of students here that may not have transportation to the public library. So what we have here is the only option that they have about reading books. So what the Bucks for Books grant did was provide us with the ability to put more books in kids' hands and to get them to read. We were able to get a variety of books in the libraries, which means that the diverse group of students here that we have were able to see themselves in more books instead of just trying to pick the book that kind of they thought fit them. We have a very great reading culture here at Carolina Springs. And so one of the things that we have been really working towards is building the classroom libraries for the students. We are in this Learning Commons right now. It's beautiful, but our classroom libraries are really where the kids have been pulling books. So I was able to send the teachers a Google Doc of what books they really wished they could have with money. And I took that list and kind of shopped around and was able to spend the $2,500. Our teachers were able to get about 25 to 30 books per classroom library. We have 9 teachers that in our ELA department, and so they were able to get that many books for their classroom library. That was another push for us, was to provide a number of just books with different characters or characters that they could see themselves with. We did a lot of different genres. So what the Books for Books grant did for us was fulfill the wishes that we needed as far as putting just so many books in kids' hands and continue our reading culture that we have here at Carolina Springs Middle. And I get all teary-eyed because I'm just like so happy that these kids were able to get something that they deserved, you know? It makes a difference. I've always given. It's just been something that I do, and I have never really had to ask for money or get money myself, but to be able to get something like this last year, it just kind of helps solidify what I feel like this foundation does from a perspective of just being able to give, and it's for the kids. So it really made a difference. Thanks for giving to the Foundation's LEAP Education Fund.
So the Foundation's LEAP Emergency Fund was very beneficial for one of our families. We have a student that has had severe medical condition and has had some difficulties throughout the past 2 years. It caused mom to not be able to work. She was having to leave work constantly because of having to be with her child and take care of their medical condition and the concerns that were happening. And so it came to the point where mom was not able to financially be able to support her family, unfortunately. Loans were taken out, but it just continued to pile up, and there was just both a financial need. So there was financial assistance that was awarded that went with able to pay the electric bill, which was really getting ready to be turned off. Was able to pay the rent and then provided gift cards for groceries. But I also want to say it wasn't just financial, it was also an emotional piece, because the mom was now able to focus on her child and not have the stressors that was concerned with where am I going to have the financial money to be able to take care of my family. So when the student was able to return back to school, it was a seamless process to where it was a easy entry, and we were able to make sure that it was comfortable for that child. Yes, so this not only affected an Oak Grove student, but it also affected the other siblings in the household that go to the feeder schools that we have. So the impact was huge. Mom was very concerned about not being able to provide for her family, but at the same time was underneath a lot of stress because of the medical emergency that was occurring with the child. Oh, the mom was so grateful. It was a very tough decision for her to reach out for help, and she was just amazed of the support that was provided by the community. It's so important that we have this resource. I'm so thankful that our teachers have the relationships that we do with their parents, that we know when something's occurring that we can reach out and say, how can we help? And that we can then turn around and reach out to the LEAP Fund through that application process and say, this is what's going on. Can assistance be provided? We're a community, and that we know when our community's hurting that we want to be able to help. Providing your donation provides that assistance. As we say in Lexington 1, we are stronger together. Thank you for donating to the Educational Foundation LEAP Emergency Fund.